Hi, Dr. Hatara and Bremen University viewing audience. My name is Vince Player, and as part of my Ethics in Politics Decision Making class, I'll be giving you my personal insights about Simon Sinek's YouTube video, How Great Leaders Inspire Action. I want to start off by giving you some quotes from the video that really resonated with me and tell a personal leadership story that affected my why, as Simon discusses in his video. All great leaders think, act, and communicate in the same way from the inside to the outside. Our ultimate goal as leaders is to get people to believe what you believe. People buy into how you do it, not what you do. Those that lead us inspire us. We follow them because we want to, not because we have to. Leaders that explain the why have the ability to inspire others around them. If they can pass that on to others, it is infectious. So here's my story. And again, the story relates to the video, which is sort of a significant emotional event that I had in my life that really shaped how I attempt to lead others. It's a story really about being work in progress and realizing how you've done things the wrong way in your career until one day you have that aha moment or significant emotional event in your life that changes you. When I got hired on LASD, I had this plan in my mind that I would advance up the ranks quickly and was extremely driven to achieve rank. Partly because that's how I was brought up in the military. Either you get promoted or you move on and get out. I got offered a job working our Sheriff's Department run Youth Activities League Center at an inner city station, which totally took me out of my comfort zone. It was thought to be a job that a person who seeks promotion would not normally take. The lieutenant at the time was very convincing and told me how much visibility I would have for people that can control my destiny. And if I developed great community programs, that I would get a lot of visibility and had a strong possibility of getting promoted. At that time, LASD was building their community policing programs, so I took the job. About a year into it, I took our sergeant's promotional exam and scored very high. List after list would come out and no Vince Player on the list. So I was getting a little discouraged. By then, the youth I've been involved with were starting to grow on me and started to become my goal to see them succeed rather than a ticket puncher to get promoted. I wanted to take my kids to UC San Diego for a large, prestigious weekend karate tournament, which was very costly. We're talking hotel, food, buses, entry fee for the youth for about 30 kids, ranging from ages 8 to 18. Initial reaction from parents and coworkers were just do your regular activities because it was too costly, but the youth were very excited, as well as our volunteer coach. And he got paid through donations because there was no budget in our program to pay him. So he got paid by donations from the parents. He eventually said something that would really totally change my outlook on how I viewed work and my ability to inspire others. From a budget standpoint, there was no way we could fund this trip, nor could we get our umbrella Sheriff's Youth Foundation to pay. Remember, we're talking mostly about Hispanic youth, a lot of whose parents did not speak English. And obviously, I'm African American and I don't speak any English. I don't speak any Spanish. As these youth grew on me, I got to learn about their families, and they started to make an impact in my life. On a different level, they challenged me. I challenged them as to the why it is important for them to achieve the impossible, which was this trip. The other issue is the parents wanting their kids, many of them were undocumented, to go past the checkpoint in San Clemente and back. The fear was the Border Patrol would detain them, or I was setting up to have their kids taken. Unbelievable, huh? Especially working with kids, and the parents thought that I was somehow setting them up. So there was sort of a trust issue with some of the parents. However, the youth that were so charged up by this trip, in the end, it helped break down the walls of trust with their parents. For approximately 3 months, the kids worked so hard to prepare for this tournament. Parents raised money. I begged, pleaded with other organizations to fund us, and eventually we were able to get charter buses and pay for our youth to attend. So as mentioned, I started with the why, because they were as good, if not better, than the kids in more affluent areas that were going to this tournament. I sold the idea, and they in turn were able to convince most of the parents. Meanwhile, during this promotion, list after list came out, and Vince Player was not on the list. Needless to say, we raised enough money to pull off the trip, which was very, very successful. And again, it would shape how I choose to lead. 30 youth Some chaperone parents and a karate instructor were off to San Diego for 2 days. Most of the youth won trophies, and we got recognition from the event planners as a team well behaved that showed the most heart and determination. As I tell this story, I can feel myself sort of tearing up. I've told it time over the years, and every time I tell a story, I get kind of emotional. I was so very proud of that whole experience. I can honestly say this ranks among my most treasured accomplishments in law enforcement. Well, the aftermath. It's a few weeks after the event, and I'm sitting in my office at our facility after the kids have gone, and John, the karate instructor, comes in and sees me in a dejected mood. Prior to this, I've never discussed my promotion intentions with him. I tell him what had transpired, and what he says had a lasting impression on me. He tells me, what I did to pull this trip off was unthinkable and should be a reward enough. The initial issues with you being African American and bonding with these parents, the looks on their faces when they got on the bus, during the trip, the award ceremony, the recognition about our karate program, and coming back home showing their parents what they achieved is a memory that you can't buy. Priceless. It's beyond priceless and truly inspirational. Your guidance made these kids achieve because they had to. They didn't want to disappoint you, their families, and community. These kids will remember this trip for the rest of their lives and will probably shape how they will perform as adults. That alone is your promotion. Lastly, he says, you may achieve a lot of individual accolades like promoting to the top, but it's not about that. You'll be judged in the end on what you do for others. Be happy with your small successes, sounds like a Bremen quote, because you change a lot of lives. That, my friend, is your greatest gift. Trust me, after that, it was complete silence. It was as if the Red Sea had parted. It was indeed an emotional event which caused me to reevaluate my purpose and how I can be an effective leader within LASD, family, and community. After that, my transformation from being consumed with me started to focus on others. Over the years, I've told this story on select occasions and have lost contact with John. About 6 months after the story, I was reassigned to start another youth project and promoted shortly thereafter. To this day, I constantly reflect back on that story, which helped shape my leadership style and quest to explain the why to touch lives that I come in contact with daily. So that's my story, and that's what really resonates with me as I watch the video. It's about the why. If you can explain the why, touch hearts, you can lead people. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. This class, I truly enjoyed the reflection that I had to do. It caused me to look inward and caused me to think about the person that I am and will become.